I have really got to stop watching these shitty movies. I mean, holy God. This movie, I don't know. This movie is tied with Scalps as the worst horror movie I've ever seen in my life. And in this movie, you are the victim. That tagline is not lying. You are indeed a victim. You will never get back these 188 minutes or so. Those are gone forever. Nothing you do in your life will be able to redeem the lost time that you dedicate to this piece of shit. When I was watching the movie, when I was getting ready to watch the movie with my mother, she loves these movies. Even she hates this one, that's how you know. When I was getting the DVD out to put it into the DVD player, yes, I use a DVD player, look at that. The DVD didn't want to come out of the case. Now, I just put this down to faulty, production at wherever the case for the thing was made, but I think that was like a message from God and an omen, which I ignored, and I am now kicking myself in the ass for ignoring. It's like the DVD didn't want to go in the DVD player, and I don't blame it because this was very painful. I will never watch this movie again in my life. It was that bad. Now, where it was bad, because, I could just say it was bad, But I'm going to give you reasons why it's bad. Because unlike a lot of people I know, I can actually back up an argument. Now, this movie is terrible for many reasons, including special effects that 3D actually makes worse. Like, half the time 3D can make special effects look better in a movie, even a movie as cheesy as this. But in this case, they actually make it look 10 times worse. You've got floating gas clouds that are animated in 2 dimensions, even though it's supposed to be in 3D. You can clearly tell by the way it is, but it's animated like a 2-dimensional video game character that are supposed to be ghosts. You've got puppets. You've got, like, actual animatronic puppets that are supposed to play demons and specters. Now, I have a problem with this, because this is 1983, I believe, this movie. At this point in time, we were capable than a lot more than what this movie was throwing at us. House on Haunted Hill. And I'm not talking that shitty remake. I'm talking the Vincent Price version. House on Haunted Hill had better special effects than this movie, and that shit was in black and fucking white. Okay, that's how long ago that was. Now, the acting. The acting was, and this is going to come as a surprise, the acting was not that bad. The acting from some of the supporting characters wasn't that bad. It was bearable, and at some points it was semi-believable. But the leading characters, Tony Roberts, oh, God. Absolutely droll, horrible, abysmal. I rarely use that word. This movie's lead actors were abysmal. It was mind-numbing to watch them. It was like I was back in high school watching the kids who didn't want to act in the back act for a mere 70 in the class. Wasted time. Now, another thing that this movie screws up, besides pretty much everything, is its continuity. This movie, at many points, acknowledges that the second movie did happen, and then denies that the second movie's events happened. We are told 2 different stories about what happened to one family in this house. They talk about the Montellis in the house, but they often refer to the DeFeos. They don't refer to the DeFeos by name, but by circumstance. They talk about the DeFeos' circumstance, the amount of kids that they have, but then they also switch between the amount of kids and how many people were in the house when the Montellis were in the series. Now, go watch the movies and you'll know what I'm talking about, because I'm throwing these names around. But they mix up their information so much in this movie. Not to mention, the portal to hell, the well from the first movie, was supposed to be under the stairs to the left. You come down the stairs, and then once you come down the stairs and turn to face the stairs, it is to your left in the wall. That was not the case in this movie. They moved it to some other place in the basement. Now, you may say, oh, that's not a big deal. But it is a big deal. Because it's supposed to be the same series. It's the same exact house. You mean to tell me that when they renovated that house, they renovated the portal to hell? I really don't think so. That's highly unlikely, and it's fucking stupid. All it comes down to is it was laziness and carelessness on the part of the director. This movie was literally made just to make more money, but it even fucked that up. This movie was a box office flop. It was terrible. And this movie is also the reason why no other Amityville movie, except for that crappy 2005 remake, was in theaters. There have been 10 of these abortions. 10 Amityville movies, including the remake from 2005. Only 4 of these movies, 4 of these movies have been in theaters. That's how bad this movie did. This movie was so terrible that it put a nail into the coffin for the series until 2005. We're talking 1983 to 2005. None of these were in theaters. The Friday the 13th movies after Part 4 were in theaters, and those movies are freaking awful. And there goes my background. Excuse me for a second. There we go. That's all I really have to say about this movie. I don't even know why this 3-hand claw is there. You only see the demon a couple of times. Oh, yeah, the demon. Hold on. I need to talk about the demon before we wrap this up. The demon that actually haunts the house. This makes no sense. The demon, from what we're told in the first movie, is supposed to be a pig creature of some sort. And we even see it. It's like a demon pig. The second movie, it turns into like Venom from Spider-Man, except he's white. And he has like these green eyes and shit. And then in this movie, we actually see him grab some asshole who's sitting right next to the portal to hell. Yeah, bright idea there, pal. Sit right next to the portal where the thing jumps out and grabs you by the face, melts off the side of your face like Two-Face from Batman, and then drags your ass into the abyss. That was freaking amazing. Common sense ain't so common, especially in horror movies, but they completely just ignored the fact that we established it as a pig demon. So, again, that falls into the continuity category. That completely slipped my mind. I just remembered that because of the cheesy-ass 3D hand, which isn't even 3D. If you look here, it's not even actually coming out of the fucking window. It is dubbed on top of the window. They didn't even have the common courtesy to put it out of the window. But, anyway, if you're looking for a good laugh or to waste, like, 2 hours of your life that you will never get back, Amityville 3D. The first two, not bad, plenty of joke fodder, and some pretty decent acting and semi-decent thrills. This movie... God, why? Alright. Peace out, guys. This movie was bad.